Respected Pro Vice Chairman of the school, Thakur Arun Singh, respected Mrs. Vasudha Thakurji, Honorable Principal of the institution, Mrs. Ritu Kaulji, and respected teachers, dear parents and grandparents, and my dear beautiful children. It is an absolute honor to stand in front of you all as a chief guest on this august occasion of annual function of foundation wing of this prestigious institution. I'm deeply touched by the warmth and enthusiasm radiating from all the parents, from the teachers, as well as the little stars of the school. The wonderful handmade invitation card, the handmade badge, as well as the handmade memento, specially presented, personally delivered by Ms. Ramandeep ji, the warm welcome in the school by management, teachers, and Pinocchio herself have moved me beyond words. This excellent performance, I have never seen such a beautifully orchestrated performance anywhere till now. It was very good, and the hard work and dedication of the teachers and the students was totally evident in each and every scene. It was a very beautifully orchestrated show, and very thankful that I was a witness to this beautiful show. And but of course, this would not have been possible without the unflinching support of the parents of the children. And three cheers for all of you, for the parents, for the teachers, and for the students. I want to commend you parents for the role you play in your child's development. Being a child specialist, I daily come across parents and children, and I know how much pains parents take for the children. They are the center of their existence, and there's no doubt about it. Your love, support, and guidance is invaluable in creating their personalities and their characters. And since these tiny tots are our future, you have a great role to play in building our society and our nation. So it is a very important and very great responsibility on our shoulders. And remember, you are the first and the most enduring teachers for your children. As a child specialist, especially as a father of two grown-up girls, I would love to share some of my experiences and concerns with you in this august gathering of young parents, because this is the time, this is the age when you can make those changes. As Mr. Painter had said before me, you can make those positive changes in the life of the child, so that the child grows into a beautiful and complete human being, a complete personality that gives contribution to the society and to the nation. First and foremost, these days what I have seen in last few years of my practice, almost daily I come across children being brought to my hospital with a complaint that there is a delay in speech, the baby is not responding to the commands by name, and they're not interacting with other kids. They're lost in their own world. They have a aggressive and violent personality sometimes, and sometimes they can't sit idle at one place. So why perform a simple test? I tell the mother or the father to go to the other room, adjacent room, and call the baby by name, and they don't come, they don't respond. Even though they can hear, they don't respond. Then I tell her to switch on the baby's favorite YouTube channel, and the baby runs to the mother just to grab the mobile and start seeing the movie or whatever is being played on the mobile. So why do you think this happens? Because a child's brain up to 3 years of age is just like clay. You can mold it in any way you want. And if the child is spending more time on these gadgets like YouTube, like iPad, whatever, all gadgets, and less time with you, then obviously child will be more attracted and more attached with these gadgets rather than the parents. Sometimes you say कि अभी ये इसका माँ और बाप बन गया. So, and that's the truth, and that's a tragedy, because this is a known disease which has come up in last 5 to 10 years. If 15 years back I used to say one case a month, now I see almost 2 to 3 cases a day. And this is known as inducible autism. It's a disease, and it is a difficult to treat disease. So it's the time for you young parents to take steps now, because world over all the medical organizations, that they advise that a child less than 2 years should never be exposed to screen, maybe it mobile, maybe TV, any iPads or anything. No screen time for less than 2 years, and that is true. I'm not inventing it this myself. You can just Google it, and you can see what is the recommendation of American Academy of Pediatrics, Indian Academy of Pediatrics. And for kids more than 2 years to up to 5 years, the screen time allowed is only 1 hour a day. If this child is spending more time on screen, this is causing troubles in the development of the brain of the child. So friends, like Mr. Painter said, spend time with your child. The time is the most valuable gift that you can give to anybody, and that's the best thing gift for the child. You must have heard that old song, "Gudiya chahe na lana, Papa jaldi aa jana," because babies need their parents to be with them, not fancy gifts that we give as out of guilt for our absence. So we spend time with your child. Take the child to walk, take the child to park, make them interact with other kids, and narrate bedtime stories to them. Read a book to them, like Mr. Pentel said. And grandparents' role here comes to the fore, because they have more time to spend, they have more stories to tell. But unluckily, due to nuclear families, this bond is getting broken. But we should revisit this bond. Grandparents must be involved in this treatment of the children, and this is very important. Another thing which I encounter these days is obesity and overweight. Around 15 years back, we used to see very thin children. Most of them were very thin. They were not like growing well, so that was a concern. But luckily, with the advancement and availability of nutrition, good nutrition, now that problem is less. But a new problem has come up, which is overweight and obesity, and it is more prevalent in boys, in teenage boys. Like, so this is the age when you can act, because your kids are around, I think, 3 to 5 years old. This is a time then you can take preventive action, so that this childhood fat, once it is accumulated, it is very difficult to get rid of, because new cells are being created, and that cannot be taken off. If you gain weight in adulthood, you can take it off by gymming or whatever. But if you gain weight in childhood, it's very difficult to get rid of, and it is the main reason for diabetes and high blood pressure and heart disease, all these problems. So it is very important that we get rid of this junk food, high sugar laden drinks like Coke and other things. These advertisements, luring advertisements, are made for Glucon-D, for soft drinks by big actors, and we fall into the lure. And even Tetra Pak juices also, they are laden with sugar, so these should be avoided. You should give them natural food, more fruits and veggies, take them out for a physical activity, and switch off the mobiles, switch off the TVs, send them to playgrounds. Because I would like to tell you one fact: if we do a vitamin D level of this people, all the people in the hall, around 80 to 90% will be deficient. Why? Because we are not getting ourselves exposed to sunlight, and that is the only good source of vitamin D. And everybody knows vitamin D is good for bones and teeth of the children, but do you know it is very important in nutrient for the immunity of your child. So if you want your child to be having good immunity, take the child to the park, take the child to the playground, make him play in the sun, switch off the AC, get rid of these gadgets, and turn back to nature again. So friends, this was my message as a child specialist. And if even one parent takes this home and changes it, prevents these diseases which are creeping into our society, my task will be fulfilled. Dear parents, the foundation school holds a special place in a child's life, as it marks their first steps toward formal education. And here they not only learn their ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, but the first time they understand the significance of friendships, sharing, and creative activities like the today's show. It was an excellent display of very good hard work and dedication by teachers and students. It is heartwarming to witness the transformation these young learners are undergoing under the careful guidance of their teachers. I've always held that the work of a kindergarten teacher is immensely difficult, because I don't know how, from where they gather so much patience, so much passion, so much dedication to handle these small bundles of energy and turn them into responsible students for future. Because for us as parents, it's difficult to handle one or two children, and they're handling so many and so nicely. So they deserve all the respect and all our appreciation. Three cheers to them. Friends, let us together celebrate the achievements of our children, no matter how small, and encourage their dreams, no matter how big. We should be the pillars of strength behind them. With this thought, I thank you for having me here today. I'm excited to witness the transformation and the journey of these kids, and excited to witness the great futures they are likely to have in future under the able guidance of their worthy teachers and parents. Thank you so much. मंजिल न दे, चिराग न दे, मंजिल न दे, चिराग न दे, हौसला तो दे। मंजिल न दे, चिराग न दे, हौसला तो दे। तिनके कही सही मगर, तिनके कही सही मगर, आसरा तो दे। मंजिल न दे, चिराग न दे, हौसला तो दे। बरसों में तेरे प्यार में खाता रहा फरेब, बरसों में तेरे नाम पे खाता रहा फरेब। मेरे खुदा कहाँ है तू, अपना पता तो दे, आसरा तो दे।